001. Latin.
Habeas corpus.
Translation: You should have the body. Notes: A legal term from the 14th century or earlier. Refers to a number of legal writs to bring a person before a court or judge, most commonly habeas corpus ad subsiciendum, you may have the body to bring up. Commonly used as the general term for a prisoner's legal right to challenge the legality of their detention. Corpus here is used in a similar sense to corpus delicti, referring to the substance of the reason for detention rather than a physical human body.
注：14世纪或更早的法律术语，指将某人带到法庭或法官面前的一些法律令状，最常见的是 habeas corpus ad subsiciendum， 请把人带来。通常用作囚犯对其被拘留的合法性提出质疑的合法权利的总称。这里的 corpus 与 corpus delicti 的含义类似，指的是拘留原因的实质内容，而不是物理意义上的人体。
002. Latin.
Habemus papam.
Translation: We have a pope. Notes: Used after a Catholic Church papal election to announce publicly a successful ballot to elect a new pope.
注：用于在天主教教宗选举后公开宣布选举新教宗的成功表决。
003. Latin.
Habent sua fata libelli.
Translation: Books have their destiny according to the capabilities of the reader. Notes: Terentianus Morris, De Literis, De Syllabis, Demetrius, verse 1286. 004. Latin.
Haec lege.
Translation: With this law. 005. Latin.
Haec olim meminisse iuvabit.
Translation: One day, this will be pleasing to remember. Notes: Commonly rendered in English as, one day, we'll look back on this and smile. From Virgil's Aeneid Book 1 line 203.
注：通常用英语呈现为
One day, we'll look back on this and smile.
出自维吉尔的《埃涅阿斯纪》第1卷第203行。
006. Latin.
Haec ornamenta mea sunt.
Translation: These are my ornaments, or these are my jewels. Notes: Attributed to Cornelia Africana, talking about her children, by Valerius Maximus in Factorum AC Dictorum Memorabilium Libri 9, Book 4, Chapter 4, Incipit.
注：出现在瓦莱里乌斯·马克西姆斯的《善言异行录》第4卷第4章的开头中，被认为是 Cornelia Africana 之语，谈论他的孩子们。
007. Latin.
Hannibal ad portas.
Translation: Hannibal at the gates. Notes: Found in Cicero's First Philippic and in Livy's of Urb Condita. Hannibal was a fierce enemy of Rome who almost brought them to defeat. Sometimes rendered Hannibal ante portas, with similar meaning, Hannibal before the gates.
注：出现在西塞罗将把他们打败，有时表达为 Hannibal ante portas， 意思相近 Hannibal before the gates。
008. Latin.
Haud ignota loquor.
Translation: I speak not of unknown things. Notes: Thus, I say no things that are unknown. From Virgil's Aeneid, Book 2 line 91.
注：因此我不说未知的事情。出自维吉尔的《埃涅阿斯纪》第2卷第91行。
009. Latin.
Mihi. Quod nullis amor est medicabilis herbis.
Translation: O me. Love cannot be cured by herbs. Notes: From Ovid's Metamorphoses, Transformations, Chapter 1, line 523.
注：出自奥维德的《变形记》第1卷第523行。
010. Latin.
Hic abundant leones.
Translation: Here lions abound. Notes: Written on uncharted territories of old maps, see also, Here be dragons.
注：写在旧地图上的未知区域，另简。
Here be dragons.
011. Latin.
Hic et nunc.
Translation: Here and now, Notes, the imperative motto for the satisfaction of desire. I need it, here and now.
注：满足欲望的命令式标语，即我需要它，此时此地。
012. Latin.
Hic et ubique.
Translation, here and everywhere. 013. Latin.
Hic jacet.
Translation, here lies. Notes, also rendered hic jacet. Written on gravestones or tombs, preceding the name of the deceased. Equivalent to hic sepultus, here is buried, and sometimes combined into hic jacet sepultus, hjs, here lies buried.
注：也呈现为 hic jacet， 写在墓碑或坟茔上的死者姓名之前，等同于 hic sepultus here is buried， 有时合并为 hic jacet sepultus hjs， 即 here lies buried。
014. Latin.
Hic locus est ubi mors gaudet succurrere vitae.
Translation, this is the place where death delights in helping life. Notes, a motto of many morgues or wards of anatomical pathology.
注：许多太平间或解剖病理学病房的标语。
015. Latin.
Hic manebimus optime.
Translation, here will stay excellently. Notes, according to Titus Livius the phrase was pronounced by Marcus Furius Camillus, addressing the senators who intended to abandon the city, invaded by Gauls, circa 390 BC. It is used today to express the intent to keep one's position, even if the circumstances appear adverse.
注：根据蒂托里维的说法，这句话是由马库斯·弗利乌斯·卡米卢斯所说，针对那些打算放弃这座大约在公元前390年被高卢人入侵的城市的参议员。今天，它被用来表达坚守自己立场的意图，即使情况看起来很不利。
016. Latin.
Hic rodus, hic salta.
Translation, from the Latin version of The Boastful Athlete in Aesop's Fables as formulated by Erasmus in his Adagia. Notes, here is Rhodes, here is where you jump. Prove what you can do, here and now. Cited by G.W.F. Hegel and Karl Marx.
注：
Here is Rhodes, here is where you jump.
在这里和现在证明你能做什么。被黑格尔和卡尔马克思所引用。
017. Latin.
Hic sant dracones.
Translation, here there are dragons. Notes, written on a globe engraved on two conjoined halves of ostrich eggs, dated to 1504.
注：写在一个由两瓣鸵鸟蛋拼接而成的地球仪之上，可追溯到1504年。
018. Latin.
Hic sant leones.
Translation, here there are lions. Notes, written on uncharted territories of old maps.
注：写在旧地图上的未知区域。
019. Latin.
Hinc et inde.
Translation, from both sides. 020. Latin.
Hinc illae lacrime.
Translation, hence those tears. Notes, from Terence, Andrea, line 125. Originally literal, referring to the tears shed by Pamphilus at the funeral of Chrysis, it came to be used proverbially in the works of later authors, such as Horace, Epistula 19 line 41.
注：出自泰伦提乌斯的 Andrea 第125行。最初是字面意思，指的是 Pamphilus 在 Chrysis 的葬礼上流下的眼泪，被之后的作家们在其作品中广泛使用，例如赫拉斯 Epistula 第19篇第41行。
021. Latin.
Incitura ad astra.
Translation, from here the way leads to the stars. Notes, written on the wall of the old astronomical observatory of Vilnius University, Lithuania, and the university's motto.
注：写在立陶宛维尔纽斯大学旧天文台的墙上，并作为该大学的校训。
022. Latin.
Hinc robur et securitas.
Translation, here for strength and safety. Notes, motto of the Central Bank of Sweden. 023. Latin.
Historia vitae magistra.
Translation, History, the teacher of life. Notes, from Cicero's De Orator, Book 2. Also, history is the mistress of life.
注：出自西塞罗的《论演说家》第2卷。另见历史是生活的情妇。
024. Latin.
Hoc age.
Translation, do this. Notes, motto of Bradford Grammar School, West Yorkshire, England. 025. Latin.
Hoc est bellum.
Translation, this is war. 026. Latin.
Hoc est Christum cognoscere, beneficia eius cognoscere.
Translation, to know Christ is to know his benefits. Notes, famous dictum by the reformer Melanchthon in his Loci Communes of 1521.
注：改革家梅兰西通在他1521年的教义要典《罗马书概要》中的名言。
027. Latin.
Hoc est enim corpus meum.
Translation, for this is my body. Notes, the words of Jesus reiterated in Latin during the Roman Catholic Eucharist. Sometimes simply written as haec est corpus meum or this is my body.
注：耶稣的话在罗马天主教圣体圣事期间用拉丁文重申，有时简单的写成 haec est corpus meum 或 this is my body。
028. Latin.
Hoc genus omne.
Translation, all that crowd or people. Notes, from Horace's Satires, Book 1 out of 2 Satire 2. Refers to the crowd at Tigelio's funeral. Not to be confused with edi hoc genus omni, English, and all that sort of thing.
注：出自赫拉斯的讽刺诗集第1卷第2篇，指的是在 Tigelio 葬礼上的人群。不要与
Et hoc genus omne.
相混淆。
029. Latin.
Odi mihi, cras tibi.
Translation, today it's me, tomorrow it will be you. Notes, inscription that can be seen on tombstones dating from the Middle Ages, meant to outline the ephemerality of life.
注：可在中世纪的墓碑上看到的铭文，旨在略述生命的短暂性。
030. Latin.
Hominem pagina nostra sapit.
Translation, it is of man that my page smells. Notes, from Marcus Valerius Martialus's Epigrams, Book 10, Number 4, Line 10, stating his purpose in writing. 031. Latin.
Hominem non morbum cura.
Translation, treat the man, not the disease. Notes, motto of the Institute of Nursing in Far Eastern University, Manila, Philippines. 032. Latin.
Homo bulla.
Translation, man is a bubble. Notes, Varro, 116 BC through 27 BC, in the opening line of the first book of
Rerum rusticarum libri 3.
wrote,
Quod, ud dicitur, si est homo bulla, eo magis senex.
For if, as they say, man is a bubble, all the more so is an old man, later reintroduced by Erasmus in his Adagia, a collection of sayings published in 1572.
注：瓦罗公元前116年至公元前27年在《论农业》第1卷的开场白中写道
Quod, ud dicitur, si est homo bulla, eo magis senex.
因为如果照他们所说的，人是一个泡沫，那么一个老人便更是如此。后来由伊拉斯谟在他的 Adagia 中重新引入，这是一本1572年出版的谚语集。
033. Latin.
Homo homini lupus.
Translation, man is a wolf to man. Notes, first attested in Plautus Asinaria, lupus est homo homini. The sentence was drawn on by Hobbes in Leviathan as a concise expression of his views on human nature.
注：首先在普劳图斯的驴的喜剧
Lupus est homo homini.
中得到证明。 这句话被霍布斯在利维坦中所引用，简明扼要地表达了他对人性的看法。
034. Latin.
Homo ministeret interpres naturae.
Translation, Man, the servant and interpreter of nature. Notes, motto of the Lehigh University, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
注：宾夕法尼亚州伯利恒利哈伊大学的校训。
035. Latin.
Homo praesumitur bonus donec probetur malus.
Translation, One is innocent until proven guilty. Notes, see also, presumption of innocence.
注：另见无罪推定。
036. Latin.
Homo sum humania menil alienum puto.
Translation, I am a human being, nothing human is strange to me. Notes, from Terence's Houghton Timarumenos, The Self-Tormentor. Originally, strange, or foreign, alienum, was used in the sense of irrelevant, as this line was a response to the speaker being told to mind his own business, but it is now commonly used to advocate respecting different cultures and being humane in general.
注：出自泰伦提乌斯的 Houghton Timarumenos 自虐者。最初在无关紧要的意义上使用 strange 或 foreign alienum， 因为这句话是对被告知别管闲事的回应，但现在通常用于提倡尊重不同的文化和在普遍情况下保持人道。
037. Latin.
Homo unius libri.
Translation, a man of a single book. Notes, attributed to Thomas Aquinas, hominum unius libri timeo, I fear a man of a single book.
注：被认为出自于托马斯·阿奎那 hominum unius libri timeo， 我害怕只读过一本书的人。
038. Latin.
Honestas ante honores.
Translation, honesty before glory. Notes, motto of King George V School, Hong Kong. 039. Latin.
Honor virtutis premium.
Translation, esteem is the reward of virtue. Notes, motto of Arnold School, Blackpool, England. 040. Latin.
Honoris causa.
Translation, for the sake of honor. Notes, set of an honorary title, such as Doctor of Science Honoris Causa.
注：表示荣誉称号，例如荣誉科学博士。
041. Latin.
Ora fugit.
Translation, the hour flees. Notes, see.
Tempus fugit.
042. Latin.
Ora somni.
Translation, at the hour of sleep. Notes, medical shorthand for at bedtime.
注：睡前的医学简写。
043. Latin.
Horas non numero nisi serenas.
Translation, I do not count the hours unless they are sunny. Notes, a common inscription on sundials.
注：日晷上的常见铭文。
044. Latin.
Orresco referens.
Translation, I shudder as I tell. Notes, from Virgil's Aeneid, Book 2 line 204, on the appearance of the sea serpents who kill the Trojan priest Laocoon and his sons.
注：出自维吉尔的《埃涅阿斯纪》第2卷第204行，在海蛇出现并杀死特洛伊神父拉奥孔和他的儿子们之时使用。
045. Latin.
Orribile dictu.
Translation, horrible to say. Notes, compare mirabile dictu.
注：参见。
Mirabile dictu.
046. Latin.
Hortus in urbe.
Translation, a garden in the city. Notes, motto of the Chicago Park District, a playful allusion to the city's motto, Herbs in Horto.
注：芝加哥公园区的标语，对芝加哥城市标语 Herbs in Horto 的俏皮暗示。
047. Latin.
Hortus siccus.
Translation, a dry garden. Notes, a collection of dry, preserved plants.
注：一系列干燥 保存完好的植物。
048. Latin.
Hostis humani generis.
Translation, enemy of the human race. Notes, Cicero defined pirates in Roman law as being enemies of humanity in general.
注：西塞罗在罗马法中将海盗定义为一般人类的敌人。
049. Latin.
Humilitas occidit superbiam.
Translation, humility conquers pride. 050. Latin.
Hypotheses non fingo.
Translation, I do not fabricate hypotheses. Notes, from Newton, Principia. Less literally, I do not assert that any hypotheses are true.
注：出自牛顿的自然哲学的数学原理。更笼统地说，我不主张任何假设是正确的。